Hello, how is it going? And welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time tuning in, a very warm welcome. And in today's video, I have 9 wonderful summer fragrances. This is the first part of some summer fragrances that I recommend for the summer. This is obviously only my recommendations. This is based on my tastes. So I hope you like my recommendations, and I'm gonna start, because I want to keep this video short. I'm gonna start with the first one. This is not in a particular order. I haven't ranked them, so I'll start with my first recommendation, and that is God of Fire by Stefan Humbert Lucas. And to me, this fragrance is just amazing. You get this nice kind of fresh, fruity mango opening with kind of a caramelly a caramel note in the background. It's just wonderful. It kind of smells fresh, fruity, sweet, tropical. Just wonderful, and it's slightly woody as well. With notes of mango, lemon, ginger, red berries, woody notes, jasmine, coumarin, musk, amber, cypriol, and oud. So, first one is God of Fire by Stefan Humbert Lucas. The next one is so no surprise here, is Sunrise on the Red Sand Dunes by Zara. And this is just one of my favorite discoveries, of recent discoveries. It's just a wonderful, fresh, fruity, creamy, slightly sweet, floral as well. It's just wonderful fragrance. I really enjoy this. I mean, I haven't had it for that long, but I've already made a bit of a dent there. This is just wonderful for summer, I think. And the notes for this one are bergamot, ginger, tangerine, orange blossom, black currant, amber, cassis, and musk. So to me, even though this is marketed towards men, I think this is a very unisex fragrance. Not too masculine or feminine. It's just bang unisex. For this type of fragrance, I find it to be quite long lasting and also has a moderate projection. Sorry, I forgot to say, for the God of Fire, it's a very long lasting fragrance. It lasts all day, and with a very strong projection as well. It's amazing for the kind of fragrance it is. So yeah. Next one is Virgin Island Water by Creed. And this one is just... this just reminds me of like a mojito. If you are sipping on a mojito by the beach, this is what I can smell. It's kind of a... you have this kind of lime, sweet coconut, and it has this kind of a tropical vibe to it as well. So, just wonderful. And the notes for this one are coconut, lime, white bergamot, Sicilian mandarin, ginger, ylang ylang, Indian jasmine, hibiscus, white ram, sugarcane, and musk. And even though it's marketed towards men, I think this is totally unisex fragrance as well. This is Creed Virgin Island Water. And my next one is a favorite of mine, and from one of my favorite perfume houses, and that's Riviera Lazuli by Atelier des Ors. And this one, to me, it's a very sophisticated summer fragrance that leans slightly on the masculine side, even though it's unisex, but it's leans slightly masculine. So it's this very sophisticated, fresh, clean, aromatic, salty, slightly woody, and slightly sweet as well. I get this kind of salty marine vibe from it as well. Not sure if there are salty notes in here, but it does smell slightly salty to me. Yeah, wonderful fragrance. And the notes for this one are lemon, cypress, bergamot, cedar, sage, gaiac wood, balsam fir, immortelle, and incense. Wonderful. It's Riviera Lazuli by Atelier des Ors. And my next one is Loewe Pala Zibiza. And this one is kind of a slightly tropical and green fragrance. So it's got this kind of dark green vibe to it, and it reminds me of Ibiza. Actually, it's called Palos Ibiza, and when I was in Ibiza, I remember going to the beach, and there was, because we took a bus to go to some of the beaches, and they you kind of had to walk through this greenery to get to the beach, and that's what this fragrance reminds me so much of, that because it's kind of this dark green note that it has, but at the same time it's fresh, it's tropical, it's got this coconut vibe to it, so I think that's why it smells slightly tropical as well. So it's really interesting, a very interesting fragrance, because you don't often see these dark green notes in a fragrance like this. You would expect it to be full tropical, but it's got this green note that it really makes it quite unique in my opinion. And the notes for this one are galbanum, coconut, mandarin orange, driftwood, frangipani, narcissus, ambergris, patchouli, and bourbon vanilla. And to me, this is just wonderful, totally unisex, lasts a very long time for a nude toilette. It lasts all day, and it projects quite strongly as well. It's Palos Ibiza by Loewe. And the next one on my list is Le Beau Eau de Toilette by Jean-Paul Gaultier, and I have a 15ml bottle here. And to me, this one is kind of a fresh and at the same time sweet coconut fragrance. It starts, and I still stand by it, because when I first tried it, I thought it was very generic, and the opening, it smells a bit like a very generic fragrance, but as it dries down, it gets more interesting and more beautiful. And I really enjoy the dry down of this one. It's kind of a fresh, sweet at the same time, and slightly tropical fragrance. Even though it's targeted towards men, I think is also unisex. Anyone can wear this. It projects quite well, and it's got like 6 to 7 hours longevity, so that's not bad for a fragrance of this type. And there's a eau de toilette as well, so but it's a great fragrance. So the notes listed for this one are only 3, which are bergamot, coconut, and tonka bean. I'm sure there are more notes to it, but that's the only 3 that are listed. So yeah, it's Le Beau Eau de Toilette by Jean-Paul Gaultier. Sorry, this is not focusing, but here you go. My next one is I also have just a travel one, but if I can find a picture of the full bottle, I'll put it on the screen, and that's by Bulgari, and that's Tiger. And to me, this one, it's just one of my favorite smells ever. It's beautiful. It's citrusy, fruity, ambery, woody, slightly creamy as well, and it just smells wonderful. Super long lasting as well, and it projects very well because it's got quite a lot of ambroxan, and that helps the fragrance project quite well and last quite a long time. And the notes for this one are grapefruit, ambroxan, woody notes. So it's only got 3 notes listed as well, but it just smells wonderful. I'm sure there are a lot more notes in here because it's kind of a very kind of sophisticated and I would say complex fragrance as well. So it's got more notes than just 3. And to me, this is just very creamy, sophisticated fragrance that I would say leans more on the masculine side. Very long lasting and projects a lot. That's Bulgari Tiger. And my next one, it's just kind of beach, summer beach in a bottle, and that's Juliet Has a Gun Vanilla Vibes. And this is a salty, vanilla, tropical, creamy fragrance with very beachy vibes. To me, this reminds me of, it's like you have a suntan lotion and you are on the beach, you've been to the sea and you just kind of on drying on the sun, and your skin starts to get really hot from the sun, and that smell that you get from the sun and your sunscreen and the salty vibes from the sea water, it's what this smells like. It's just wonderful. It's very unique in my opinion, and the notes for this one are salt, vanilla, orchid, tonka bean, sandalwood, musk, and benzoin. And to me, this is unisex, leaning slightly feminine, but anyone can enjoy this. It's Vanilla Vibes by Juliet Has a Gun. And last but not least, one of my favorite fragrances for the summer, hands down, is A Olhar Trancoso by Comporta Perfumes. And this one just has the most natural smelling coconut note that I've smelt in a fragrance. It's kind of this, I think it's more like a coconut water thing, because it's not a sweet coconut, it's more like a fresh, watery coconut, but it's not a watery fragrance as such, because it does have other notes in here that make it more complex and quite long lasting as well, and projects quite nicely. I mean, the dry down of this is just incredible, but it has a lot of tropical notes as well to make it smell very tropical, and it kind of transports you to a place, maybe Trancoso, which is like a beach in Brazil, and it's got this smell that does transport you to this place. It's just incredible the way they've created this. It's just an incredible thing. It's like a memory almost of a beach destination. Really wonderful. Really love this one. One of my favorite fragrances of all time, I think, and it's just wonderful for summer. I would probably say is one of my favorites in this list as well. And the notes for this one are coconut, seawater, lime, mint, tiare flower, which is giving this tropical vibe, fruits, musk, and woody notes. And to me, this is totally unisex. Anyone can wear this, and that's Auilar Troncoso by Comporta. And this concludes my review or video of today. I hope you guys have enjoyed my list. I will for sure do part 2 of summer fragrances, because there are a lot more others that I also enjoy and I'd like to recommend. Yeah, and have you guys tried any of these? And if you have, what you think, I would very much like to know. Just leave a comment down below. I would very much appreciate. And also, if you have enjoyed this video, I please do give it a thumbs up, and also do consider subscribing to my channel. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps me a lot to create more future content. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.